Ho ho boardies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and this is Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair episode 40. We finally got there. The 4th class trial is about to start. Who killed Nekamaru? Stay tuned and find out. So, I think we had to go down to the murder scene. I have returned from the depths of hell. Gundam.
Yo. Sorry we're late. Just so you all know, it's all thanks to me. I'm the one who fixed the elevator.
See? It's just as I said, right?
Hey, are you even listening to me? I'm trying to stand out here.
More importantly, Kazuichi, did you look into that matter I asked you about?
Huh? Oh, that thing. About the compass. I looked into it while I was coming here, but I think this compass might be broken.
I didn't ask for your opinion, just tell me the results.
Huh? Well... The compass needle rotated 180 degrees while we were riding the elevator.
The needle rotated 180 degrees. So working theory right now is that Nagito went through the floor from the red room to the green room, which kind of suggests to me that the red room is above the green room as opposed to across, and they're on the same level. So the grape room and the strawberry room have been presented as being on the same level, as being like 3 floors that are kind of next to each other, 2 towers. And I think what happened from Nagito's exploits, I think that's shown that Nagito has shown that the 2 towers are on top of each other, and just one big tower as opposed to next to each other. I'm just rambling at this point. I see. It's just as I thought. Huh? Hey, what do you mean by that? Well, obviously, the elevator most likely rotated 180 degrees. The elevator rotated? Now then, I should go investigate Nekamaru's body. As if he was thumbing his nose at us, Nagito began making his way towards Grape Tower.
The hell is wrong with him? Doesn't he seem pissed off or something?
Nagito, what do you know? How much do you know? Obtain Truth Bullet. Kazuichi's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, so we're going to go to... I guess we can spare a couple of minutes for Chiaki. Well, I guess Nagito is like a tardy detective. What are you talking about? It's a trope in mystery games. They always come to the crime scene late, just to make an important discovery. But they can never reach the truth of the case. They just end up feeding the main character's assumptions. Well, in Nagito's case, he's not the type to feed anyone. He'll just make things even more complicated. That's true. He's such a troublesome person. But lately I feel like he's been acting weirder than usual. I don't think a new discovery is bad though. He might be able to find something we completely overlooked. Okay. Good talk. So we've got to go here first. Good chunk.
Yeah, Nekamaru, are you serious? Damn it. I don't know who did this, but this is pretty fucked up.
Now's not the time to get sentimental. Come on, we need to hurry up and investigate. But we've already investigated everything we can here. No, you haven't. There's still something you should be able to investigate more thoroughly. Now that Mikan is no longer with us, we can't perform an autopsy. But Kazuichi should be able to disassemble the body, right?
Huh?
Is that true? Are you going to disassemble Nekamaru's body? Don't screw with me. Hasn't Coach Nekamaru been through enough already? Been through enough? We need to perform this investigation so we can find out who the killer is. Or perhaps you don't want to know, Akane. Maybe you don't care about what happened to Nekomaru.
Why you?
If you suck at using your brain and you really want to know who the killer is, try not to interfere so much. Ugh. Come on, Kazuichi. What are you standing there for?
Damn it, fine. I just have to do it, right? I know I said I wanted to see his insides, but not like this. This is just too much.
Come on. Are you guys feeling okay too? Now's not the time to be staring into space. Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you. I thought he was just treating me differently ever since he found out I have no talent, but it seems like that's not entirely the case. His attitude towards everyone else is strange now too. But why? Okay, let's speak to Kazuichi. What have you found out?
We've come so far, there's no way I can get sentimental at a time like this. I feel awful for Nekomaru, but this is necessary if we're going to find out the truth behind this case.
As he forced out his voice through his clenched teeth, Kazuichi faced Nekomaru, his eyes full of determination, and began stabbing his tool knife into Nekomaru's body. Huh? Where did you get that tool knife?
Nagito gave it to me. He said he had it ready before he even went to the amusement park.
So Nagito did that too. It's like Nagito has full control of the situation.
Looks like the damage to his head is the reason.
Huh?
The reason that Nekomaru died, stopped functioning. His torso is covered in huge dents, but his parts were dislocated. Maybe a gear shaft broke too. Well, for now I tried disassembling Nekomaru's chest. That should help us learn something, right?
If that's the case, I need to look at Nekomaru's body one more time. Is this hammer going to tell us anything different? An enormous hammer is carefully laying on the floor. It's so suspicious that it almost seems too obvious. Was Nekomaru killed by this hammer? It may be a potential weapon, but I feel like it's a little too clean. If it's the weapon, it makes sense if it was a little dirtier. And where did the killer get this hammer? I've never seen anything like this before now. The only thing I can think of is... You're right. I did go a place that seemed to be the Octagon, and I found many different weapons there. The Octagon? They had to have obtained it from there. It's the only place I can think of. Okay. Apparently Kazuichi's finished disassembling Nekomaru's body. I should probably check it out one more time. There's something protruding from the back of Nekomaru's neck. It's the goodnight button that forces Nekomaru to enter sleep mode. We talked about this last time, I think. By chance did the killer press this and force Nekomaru into sleep mode? Maybe the killer really did press this to make Nekomaru enter sleep mode. Even so, it's the back of Nekomaru's neck. Getting behind him to press it would be a Herculean task. Here's some oil. The blood-like substance flowing out of Nekomaru's body seems to be oil based on the smell. It seems to be flowing heaviest from Nekomaru's head, probably because that's where the fatal blow was dealt. Anyway, that's a whole lot of oil. It's not going to be easy to clean up. No, now's not the time to even worry about that. Okay, oil. The blood-like substance flowing out of Nekomaru's body seems to be oil based on the smell. Oh, we just did this. Okay. Chest. Nekomaru's chest panel is open. The clock inside is completely exposed. The hands of the clock look like they're pointing to 7:30. Also, it looks like the clock's alarm was set for 7:30 AM, which means this clock broke the moment the alarm started ringing at 7:30 AM. Obtain Truth Bullet. Clock's alarm timer has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. But 7:30 AM is strange, right? I mean, we should have arrived at Great Tower just before 7 AM for Monokuma Tai Chi. Is this clock malfunctioning? No, wait.
This is a highly efficient radio clock.
Radio clock?
It's a type of clock that receives radio signals so it can automatically update the time at fixed intervals. Simply put, it's an extremely accurate clock.
That's right. It's a clock that will never slow down. It's even designed so that it cannot be adjusted. I have become a Time Lord!
Well, even if it's an accurate clock, they didn't need to install it inside your body.
What are you saying? I don't need to wear a wristwatch ever again. There's nothing more useful than this.
An accurate radio clock that never slows down. If that's the case, why does this broken clock say 7:30 a.m.? Obtain Truth Bullet. Radio clock has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Nekomaru's chest and left leg are tied up with strong metal wire, almost as if it had been bound. But the killer was able to take on the robotic Nekomaru. Who did it? Oh, but they were able to take on Nekomaru. Who did it? And how are they able to bind him? The tip of this wire. Looks like it's been tied into a loop, but what's the meaning behind this? Okay, I should back off for now. What's wrong with him? He's crouching over Nekomaru's body and it almost seems like he's glaring at him. What's up with you? Jeez, this is the worst. Huh? You guys overlooked an important clue. I swear, you're just the worst. As I thought, there's no way I can leave this to you guys. What are you talking about? I found this under a fragment of the pillar that tipped over. Is this a doorknob? Looks like the screws came out with it. That wouldn't happen unless you applied a ton of force to it. Plus it looks like there are scratches near the base of the doorknob. Don't you think it's strange? I do think it's strange. If we examine the far back door in Grape Tower, the doorknob is still intact, right? Now that you mention it, you're right. If that's the case, where did this doorknob come from? If it's not the door that leads to Strawberry Hall, then there's only one other possibility. It'd have to be the door connected to Grape Hall that we entered from, right? Well, it makes sense to think about it like that. We should try it out. Try it out? How? We take the elevator to Strawberry House, and we enter Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall. That's the only way we can see the other side of that door, right? But the button to open the door in Strawberry Hall is broken, right? We can just repair it. After all, we have the ultimate mechanic on our side.
Well, you're right, but I need parts to repair the door in Strawberry Hall. I can repair it if it's broken, but if I don't have enough parts, there's not much I can do about it.
We have plenty of parts right here.
Huh?
Just use Nekomaru. I'm sure if you dig through his body, you can find parts you can use. Hold on. Are you saying we should use parts from our dead friend? It's called recycling. It's a much better alternative than disposing it with the rest of the junk, right? Junk? Well, Kazuichi, is it possible or impossible?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but...
Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain to the other side of the door? On the other side of the door. Chain! The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button to the on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh? I don't need to worry, what does that mean? Kazuichi, we should go over to Strawberry Hall so you can repair the door. I'm not finished. Hajime, you're going to come later too, right? It'd be really bothersome if you didn't. I mean, if there's someone in the tower, the door won't open at all. So you should at least make sure you're not pulling my leg. After tersely saying that, Nagito left the area. Obtain Truth Bullet. Broken doorknob has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
What the hell happened to him? He seems on edge about something.
Who knows?
Ah, that reminds me. Nagito asked Kazuichi to do something weird for him, right?
It had something to do with how the elevator spins 180 degrees. I wonder what it could mean.
Actually, to tell you the truth, Nagito asked me to do something weird too. He told me to investigate all the clocks inside both buildings.
The clocks?
So I did what he said and I checked them. but none of the clocks said their time's messed up. Well, why'd he ask me to do that in the first place? I don't get that bastard at all.
For now, why don't we head over to the Strawberry Tower too? Along with the doorknob matter, there are still many mysteries surrounding this that we don't understand. If we go to Strawberry Tower, we might be able to solve those, some of those mysteries. Maybe.
Looks like that's all we can do. Let's head over.
You're right. What Nikito said about the door opening, what is he planning to do about the chain? It looks like it won't come off easily, so does Nikito have a plan or something? Jeez, I don't understand this at all. Okay. What does Akane think of this? She's staring at Nekomaru's body with terrifying eyes. Hey! Blood's dripping from your fist. It's nothing. I was just holding back my anger and dug my nails into my palm. This is nothing. It doesn't hurt at all. Compared to Nekomaru. Akane. I'll never forgive the killer. I'll beat them up so bad they'll never walk again. Let's talk to Sophia. I'm terribly sorry, but I simply cannot investigate Nekomaru's body. Alright. Leave here. Uh-huh. What are you doing there? We're just talking to you.
Looks like everyone left. As long as Kazuichi finishes his work, we should be able to open the door in Strawberry Hall.
But there's still a chain, you know? If that's not removed, we won't be able to open the door.
Yeah, that's right. That Nagito bastard. What in the world is he thinking?
Do 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 do. What do you think about it, Gundam?
Onward to the land of the dead. Strawberry Tower!
Oh, okay. Nice chatting to you. Thanks to Kazuichi, the elevator's working now. Alright, let's go. We walked into the elevator and made our way to Strawberry House. It's been a while since I've come to Strawberry House.
Hey, you're here.
Kazuichi, how'd the repairs go?
Yeah, well, the damage wasn't too bad once I got the parts, so I was able to fix it right away.
You've got a lot of nerve saying that when you used Nekomaru's parts without my permission.
Well, I mean, even so.
Anyway, now that we're all here, why don't we hurry up and try it out? What will happen if you press the button to Strawberry Hall's door?
But there's no way it'll open. You haven't done anything about the chain. The door to Strawberry Hall behind Nekomaru's body was blocked off by that chain, remember? If you didn't do anything about that, it doesn't even matter if you fix the button on the outside.
Well, we'll know if we try it out. It's not even worth trying out. No, we've all come this far. If he's saying we should try it out, then we should give it a shot. Yeah, that'd be great. Anyone I haven't spoken to at this point? Kazuichi?
Just so you all know, my repairs are perfect. If the door doesn't open, it's because of that chain, you know.
Nagito? Now then, can you hurry up and press the button already? Strawberry Hall door. There's no way this door will open. Not when the other side is chained up. With a feeling of resignation, I press the button. Huh?
But why did it open?
Impossible. Where did the chain go?
Hold on a sec. That's not the only thing that's strange. That's right. There's no other way to say it. This definitely looks weird. What do you mean? Huh? Hey, doesn't this all look the same as when we were in Grape Tower? Yeah, you're right. When we were inside Grape Tower, Nekomaru's body was in front of the far back door. which means his body should be in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. So if we entered from Strawberry Hall, his body should be right in front of the door as we walked in. Why isn't it like that? Why is Nekomaru's body in front of the door to Grape Hall?
Not just that. The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
The body isn't the only thing that moved. Even the tipped pillar and the spilled oil. They've all moved the exact same way. The crime scene looks identical to how we saw it when we entered from Grape Hall. Everything that was at the crime scene inside Grape Tower shifted to the opposite side. I think this confirms everything. As if it all rotated 180 degrees. Right? I can't imagine that the floor actually rotated 180 degrees, but... is that really what this means? No, it's more than that. I feel like there's an even greater mystery here. A mystery so great that it could drastically affect the outcome of the case. We might have to rethink this. We might need to fundamentally rethink how we've been approaching this case. Obtain Truth Bullet. Strange feeling in tower has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Dated Truth Bullet. Chain has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. The chain disappeared. The strange feeling I felt when I went back and forth between the two towers. Yep, just as I thought. It was definitely the right choice to confirm this. Just as you thought? Then you already knew about this mystery. You have a bad habit of relying on others when you don't understand. Why don't you try investigating first? That door at the far back with a picture of a grape on it. Maybe there's a clue hidden there. There's a clue on that door. Sure. It's the door with a picture of grapes on it. This should lead to Grape Hall. Wait, huh? One of the doorknobs is gone. It's like the screws came out of it. So that isn't the door to Grape Hall. It's the same as that doorknob that was on the floor. See? The screws came out with it, right? Then the doorknob next to Nekomaru's body came off the door to the Grape Hall. Well, that's what it looks like. When you said clue, were you talking about this? What is it a clue to? Obtain Truth Bullet. Broken doorknob has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. Huh? Did you get even more confused? No need to worry, just one clue will change everything. Huh? All the mysteries will be solved as if everything were linked together if you can reach it. Oh, that was in Nagito's voice. Imagine I said that in Nagito's voice. Just like I did. What does that mean? Even if I ask him that, Nagito probably won't give me the answer. So it'd be just a waste of time to ask. Oh, here we go. 4th class trial! Monokuma's the best, isn't he? Looks like it's gonna start. Another class trial.
But how are we supposed to get to the trial ground? You're right. We can't do anything unless we get out of this building.
Akane, did something happen? No. Well, do you guys hear something? Hear something? What do you mean this time? Suddenly, as if cutting off Shiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And then it suddenly appeared before us.
Kaboom!
It's the actual Mount Monokuma. Just appeared at the bottom of the tower. Weird. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you.
Jeez. At least be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap.
I agree. I detect the sense of danger. Even my familiars are saying do not go inside.
How interesting! If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your sword through my very heart!
Now then, she'll get moving as well. Yeah, you're right.
It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia is going, there's no way I'm not gonna go. Ah, but it's so damn annoying.
I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock, until I was the only one left. And when I was about to take a step forward... We're the same. The same stepladders. Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still. You and I are just stepladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate, I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying? That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time, and from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope. But it wasn't. There's no way, no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people? Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope. After all, that's what it means to live, right? There's no way I'm going to accept that. Oh well, it's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway. There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. Huh? A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. How do you feel about novels like that? What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. And I can't comment on a book that I've never read before. Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve corps student like you. Gah. But I know that you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope. In some ways we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone is waiting. Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? Reserve Corps students are so full of themselves. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into Monokuma Rock. Calm down. That's right, I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped into Monokuma Rock. Down we go again. The elevator shook violently as it descended at an ever increasing speed.
When we're in a normal elevator that shakes this bad, it reminds me how efficient the elevator in the funhouse was. Yeah, that's probably true.
The elevator continued to shake and descended deeper and deeper, and suddenly, it stopped like it always does. and the door opened.
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already.
So sad. My chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
Hey! Don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase! Otherwise, I'll roll a dice and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times!
Jesus Christ, Monokuma. What an extreme punishment!
Now then, let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls!
And so it begins. I hope this would never happen again, and now it's happening for the 4th time. The curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer
is one of us.
Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends, I will never ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. I would love nothing more to save than to save my progress. Let's save here. Alright, so that marks another episode of Borderline Games. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. What's going to happen next time? I guess we're going to learn whether the strawberry and grape halls are above and below each other, or maybe they are next to each other. Exciting. Who can imagine the thrills and chills that are going to happen in the next episode of Danganronpa? We'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.